I mean, what can I say? It's still the same day. Same clothes, okay? Look at me rhyming. Should take up a career as a rap superstar. And what can I say? Still the same day. Same clothes, okay? Just make some beats with the huffing and puffing of the cobras. This right here is a female Chinese cobra. Same day as that last video, like I said. The video where I got spit on by Ralphie boy. I might get spit on. Moving slow to hopefully not get spit on. Just got spit on. The reason I'm bringing that up is because Chinese cobra, it's not a spitting cobra, but some individuals have the tendency to fling venom. Similar to spitting, not as accurate. My wife Hannah always makes fun of the way I say that word. You tell me, accurate? Am I saying it wrong? Maybe. But yeah, not as accurate. Accurate? Alright, but you know what I'm saying. This female does fling venom when she defensively strikes when she's in the enclosure. Some of you probably don't even know or don't remember that I have to cover her enclosure when I'm in here because she'll strike non-stop defensively. And when she's out, she's very good. Look at her all pretzeled up. When she's out, she's good. When she's in the enclosure, if I'm in here working, I have to cover it because she will not stop bashing. That is when she does the flinging. The male Chinese cobra, who I'll bring out next, does not fling venom or hasn't. There's some monocle cobras too that have the tendency to fling venom. I did a reaction video of David from David's feed getting spit on by a monocle cobra. It's a good example of that. Just like that video, this girl does that too. But I'm never in a position where I would need to wear goggles out of the enclosure because I don't wave my head and stuff like that. So it's not necessary. The only time that I've noticed it anyways is when she's in the enclosure defensively striking. I don't even know if she has defensively struck while she's out. Now that I say that, she's probably going to. What a beaut. I'm going to feed her too. I'll try to get some pictures of this one. But look how pretzeled up. The male Chinese cobra always does this. She doesn't. What's going on? Maybe it's time to put them together. Now I end up going over what happens here when I bring the male Chinese cobra out. So I'm sorry you're going to hear it 2 times. But I made a big mistake with the audio. Now with the microphone, I had the piece that goes into the phone and I had the microphone clipped onto my shirt. But the part that was on my shirt, I had that turned off. And I was recording this thinking the sound would be just from the phone, but it actually just recorded it with no sound. So you don't get to hear the hissing or anything like that. So when she struck just a little bit ago, there was a loud hiss, but can't hear it. Anyways, I decided to try to feed her with the bucket tilted like this because I was going to get some pictures. Now you'll see how the pictures turned out. You also notice that she's kind of defensive right now, unsure. She's not taking the food. So I don't know if I'm going to have to give up or if she'll end up taking it. Usually, you've seen on my page, it doesn't matter where the cobras are, they'll eat food anywhere. Doesn't matter. So what's going on? There's the camera. There's my knees. I'm ready to stand up if I need to because she could come forward since it's the only area she has to go. But she doesn't go forward. I'm going to put her back in the bucket. Maybe she'll feel more secure. Let's see if that makes a difference. Ooh, good, good. But let's get some pictures. Hopefully it turns out alright. I'm trying something new. Are you ready? Let's see. Now I actually really love the way these turned out with the white background. And in this picture right here, check out that fang. If you remember, cobras and other elapids have short, fixed fangs, different from the vipers, which have the long, hinge-like fangs. So it's really cool to actually get to see it. Usually the gum covers the whole thing. You can't really see it on cobras. Now this is right after taking those pictures. Now just waiting for her to finish and push it down to her stomach so I can move her back to her enclosure without her regurgitating. Here's a thumbs up because I love the way the pictures turned out. Awesome. Well. Here's the male Chinese cobra. Now I did make a mistake, which I probably did a voiceover of already, so you already know what I'm about to say. But I had the microphone, the part that goes into the phone, still plugged in, and I had this part turned off. So there was no sound during the feeding. So you didn't get to hear the hisses and whatnot. But I mean, that's, I guess, not too important. But one other thing that I noticed is that I really love the way those pictures turned out with the white background. Wow, I'm gonna try it possibly with him. Maybe I'll put a black shirt in there, maybe try black background, but with their black coloration, it probably won't turn out as good as with white. So I'll probably, I don't know, maybe do white again with him. You see how he's backing up constantly off the hook? That's something with cobras. Now you see that he is well behaved. So although he's backing up like that, it's not in a crazy way. What you have to know, viewers, is that there's some snakes, individual personalities, that they're chaotic, very defensive. They'll be moving a lot quicker. They'll be backing up and possibly even doing defensive strikes. And it's happening very quickly. If you don't know how to react or how to maneuver, readjust, and sometimes you just have to let go altogether. So the hand that's on the tail, there's certain times where you have to just let go. And you have to know all of that stuff in an instant. Any hesitation can lead to a potential problem. But you see, it's constant. He's non-stop backing up. What I should have done is just mentioned it earlier, because typically right after I mention something, they stop. If I want to show something, they don't do it. That's how it goes. But here you go, backing up again. But again, can happen very quickly with certain snakes. All right, I'm gonna clean out his enclosure. I'm going to feed. Look at how I'm holding the hook. Feed, get some pictures, and I might as well just mention it now because I hear about it often enough. Looking at the camera while I'm talking. Pay attention to the snake. The snake's right in front of me. I can see it. The phone is on selfie mode. I'm watching. And if you have any doubts or whatever, just watch any of the videos. You can see me even if I don't break eye contact with the camera. You'll see maneuvers, readjusting. Yeah. Look at this constant backing up. Like I mentioned when I had the female out, this guy usually does the pretzel. Will back up like that, but also start doing this, but along the whole body like she did. Right now he's doing the backing up, but not pretzeling like he normally does. It's just funny. It might not be as noticeable if I wasn't filming, if I didn't film and stuff. So I notice it much more. But if I was just transferring them and cleaning out the enclosure, might not notice it. You dig? Good. I feel like I have to clarify since I went on a little ramble. What I was trying to say is that it wouldn't be as noticeable that the behaviors are a little different during each cleaning if I didn't film the majority of it. You know what I'm saying? If I just transferred and did what I had to do, I wouldn't notice. The majority of the time this one pretzels up, but right now it's not doing it as much. I don't even know if that clarification was better than my ramble. But let's feed this snake. I think he's going to take it a lot quicker than she did. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. we'll get some pictures. One of the biggest issues with doing it in the bucket instead of in the enclosure is I'm very close, within strike range, with no barrier. Good job, pal. So Fang Gang Nation, I have little Arnie, the monocle cobra here. I'm going to try something. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but I'm just going to try it. Alright, I put a black shirt in the bucket. I think little Arnie, with his coloration, should turn out good with the pictures with the black background. We're going to see how it comes out. I'm going to feed him in that situation. Let's see. But do you think it's going to turn out good? Let me know. What do you think? I really don't know, because the bucket, the shirt isn't on the sides. So it depends on how he takes the food. Look at this pretzel. Come on, bruh. Constricting? Look at the head. Wow. Just maneuvered himself to be closer to my hand. How amazing is that? What a magician. Look at this weirdo. Good thing he's a good little boy. Girl. I don't even know. Trying to back up. It's funny sometimes when they're trying to back up and they, I guess, aren't getting the grip and they just start shivering on the hook. Right now he was doing it. You see, I forgot my train of thought. Yeah, it depends on how he takes the food since the sides aren't covered by the black. But I'm going to go ahead and clean out his enclosure and I'm going to test it out. Hopefully you let me know. Do you think it's going to turn out good? We're about to find out. Little Arnie! Did you see what I mean? We're about to find out. Hopefully he just takes it right there. I also just shoved it in. I didn't do my best in setting it up properly. We're just going to see. I'm going to get everything prepared while he's just sitting there. I don't know where his head is, so let me. Great. So this is not gonna be the best. Well, it might be. Now what you're going to hear after this in the next clip is that these photos turned out horribly. But after looking at them now, they didn't turn out all too bad. At the time, I just couldn't tell on the camera. The screen, it looked a little, I guess, too bright. But it's not so bad. I don't know, let me know what you think. Was the white much better? I feel like the black works out if it's done right. In the bucket, maybe not so much, but when I have it set up in like a black container or have a black background behind the enclosure or something, it turns out alright. Or better. I don't know. Let me know what you think. See how close I am. These photos absolutely suck. I'll show you what it looked like, but that was horrible. Anyways, little Arnie, love you, buddy. You're the best. Don't bite my finger. Please don't bite me. I just want to touch his face. Now at the end of that little Arnie clip, I don't know if you heard the microphone kind of breaking up, but it ran out of battery, so I had to charge it. During these video clips that you're about to see, I didn't have the microphone, so I didn't do voiceover at the time. I separated the desert horn vipers. This is the male, so I'm feeding them separately so they don't accidentally bite each other. Now one of the things with this is there's always something going on, and I feel like I'm going to miss it if I don't film one of them. So I go bounce back and forth. So anytime I feed two snakes and try to film, it always either works out perfectly and I capture some good footage, or I bounce back and forth trying to capture something and it ends up being just horrible. I filmed the strike of the female. The male let go of the male, which is not often that happens, probably from me moving around, and I waited for a fang foldage. But I decided to go back to the female since she was actually eating. But yeah, you get the gist. At this point I just put the phone on top, filming. I'm taking pictures right now. You'll see the flash go off. I'll show you those pictures here in a bit. I feel like these didn't turn out as well due to lighting, but you can let me know. There's still some more to come, but I think right now would be a great time to just give a big shout out to my channel members. Now if you'd like to support my channel further than subscribing, liking, or commenting, consider becoming a channel member. Get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and things like that. Also want to give a shout out to my Patreon members. If you'd like to support me over there, you also get early access and exclusive content there as well. And the best way and free way to support is just subscribing, clicking like, leaving a comment. Right now I'm just trying to get fang foldage since she finished eating. Now I set the camera up, it's on 0.5, kind of distorts it a little, but I wanted to take pictures of the male, and yeah, I just wanted her to be in frame. Regardless, do you think I got some fang foldage? You think so? Well, here's your answer. But that's fine. Look at how cute she is. But here are those pictures I took. You see what I mean by the lighting? I have to make sure to set it up better so that it turns out much better. Some of them look alright. Cool angles, but not too much in focus. Yeah, next time I'll be sure to get it in the right position, lighting and everything perfect, because they're so beautiful. And I don't even think I captured any with the fangs swinging out. So we're definitely going to have to redo this. But this is the female. Here's the male. Got to show him some love. He was pretty far away, so I only took these two pictures. Now it's time to feed the variable bush vipers. This is Henry. Look at him. He's so cute. And I took some pictures of Henry as well. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe just waiting for him to start eating. He started taking a while, so I moved on to Ivy, variable bush viper. Now Ivy is the sister to the one that's coming up right now, Magma, variable bush viper. Does it make sense now? Many different colors. But I took some pictures of Magma as well. Look at those eyes though. It was blowing me away when I was filming that I had to zoom in. Check that out. Amazing. But here are the pictures I took of Henry. Look at that cute little face. Wow. What a dragon. They look fake, don't they? Now, for some reason, I think it was the leaves. It wouldn't focus, so it was hard to get those pictures. Here's Magma. Very beautiful. I'm going to end it off on this desert horn viper clip. Now, I mentioned how it's chaotic when there's two of them and trying to decide on which one to film. But when it comes to burrowing in sand, if I'm able to capture that, I'll always take that opportunity. This is the female. Of course, after she ate, she still hasn't done fang foldage. So, what I was hoping for, but it didn't work out, and who knows, if I stayed there longer, maybe it would have. But you see how she was opening her mouth a little bit? I was hoping she would burrow in sand with her head sticking out and do fang foldage. That would have been just the best shot ever. Even though the position I was laying in, there's kind of a glare on the glass right there. It's not the best position, but if I were to move, she would have stopped burrowing, and I've done that enough times to know just to sit where I am and capture what I can. But I love y'all so much. I truly, truly appreciate each one of you. Hopefully some of you stayed all the way through, but if not, I'll be back soon. Love y'all. Take care. If there's anything you want to see, let me know.